guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here with what they like to call an announcement video. Whoop, whoop. As you guys know, I am headed to Disney World really soon. Tomorrow, that's right, I'm headed to Disney World tomorrow. I am uber duper excited, but I thought I would take the time to kind of talk to you guys about what our goals are for this trip, because we have some new things that we're actually looking forward to trying and doing. And I thought I would share it with you in case you might be interested in, doing these things as well. So first I need, of course, start out with, well, Nina, where are you gonna stay? We are staying at Pop Century in a preferred room. Preferred room means basically closer to the action, closer to the main pool, closer to the lobby, closer to the buses. So as Pop Century goes, this is actually a big deal for us because it'll be our first time staying, all four of us, in a value resort. We are used to the larger rooms that they have at deluxes, so we're interesting to see how well we survive at Pop Century with, kind of smaller quarters. But we are very excited to stay at Pop Century because my son has been begging and begging to stay on the Skyliner. So yeah, this will be our first time, well, the family's first time. I have stayed at Pop before. The family's first time staying at a resort with access to the Skyliner. So that's pretty exciting. Our main goal for staying at Pop Century, I gotta be honest, was we're trying to save some money. We have a bigger trip planned at the end of the year. In fact, we had to go get passports for this bigger trip. So that meant the summer trip needed to decrease a little bit in cost. So yeah, that's why we're staying at Pop Century, but we're uber excited to stay there. I will note that because Pop Century is a value, the busing there tends to get busy and congested quick. So we are planning on Ubering as needed. So you might see that coming up in those park vlogs that will be coming. Basically, announcement video means we're gonna have more current park vlog videos coming your way. So yeah, that's exciting. One thing we're also doing is we're getting groceries delivered to the room. Now, I know this isn't a new concept. I have many videos on this, but this will be our first time trying out a new service. Vacation Grocery Delivery is their name. They are furloughed cast members, a husband and wife team, who actually go to Publix, the local grocery store, buy whatever is on your list and deliver it to bellhop. In fact, I have a whole video specifically on this process. So yeah, we're looking forward to trying out this new service. And then, of course, when we get to the parks, there's some really cool things we're doing. First thing, of course, can't not mention it, we're going to Boo Bash, guys. Woo woo! We're not going to just any Boo Bash. We're going to one of the first nights of Boo Bash. So of course I'm uber excited. These are our tickets right here. Don't ask me why they're not Halloween themed. But yeah, the daughter and I are going to Boo Bash actually. I've probably mentioned this before, but those late night party situations are just too late for my son. They're actually too late for my husband as well. So it kind of works out that the daughter and I will be able to party it up at Boo Bash and the boys will get to stay in the room. But we're absolutely looking forward to it. We have our costumes all ready. As you can tell, I am gonna be a wilderness explorer and my daughter is gonna be a version of Maleficent. Now, we really took costumes into consideration because of the heat. So as much as my costume could definitely have more things on it and I could be wearing the hat and whatnot, and she definitely could be way more Maleficent-y by wearing this long gown, we decided to just basically consider the heat and the fact that we will be melting. So my costume is basically just kind of that mustard yellow shirt with the orange bandana, and of course I've got a special purse I will be wearing that has all the pins that I have earned for being a wilderness explorer, and of course I have a special grape soda headband that I will be wearing. So yeah, we're pretty excited about Boo Bash. Our goals, of course, with Boo Bash is to get lots of candy. That is what the daughter really wants to do. She wants to go trick-or-treating, and because the son isn't going, he's hoping we get extra candy for him. So yeah, getting candy is pretty high on the list. And I really want to check out the cavalcades. Last year, they just had the Halloween cavalcades just kind of happening for all. Now I'm wondering if they're saving specific Halloween cavalcades for party night, including the Dapper Dans. So I'm really excited to see those type of mini shows that they will have for Boo Bash, as well as the characters. I am so curious what kind of extremely rare, you know, obscure characters are gonna kind of pop out for Boo Bash. And of course, who doesn't go for the merchandise? Like, I cannot wait to see what merchandise will be there. And the daughter can't wait to ride rides in the dark with little to no wait, especially Haunted Mansion. But yeah, we will be experiencing Boo Bash at the very beginning, and we can't wait to film it and share it with you all when the time comes. Another new thing that we're doing, which is actually really, really cool, I'm actually excited to showcase it for you guys, is we're trying out something new. It's like a special candy or drinking passport that you can purchase from this website, Adventures for Fanatics. They make these passports that you can wear on a lanyard or not, and you go around the World Showcase or the monorail or whatever you're doing, and you kind of collect, you know, it's basically like a fun souvenir of the drinks or the cupcakes that you have. It's a very cool thing. Let me show it to you. So the owners over at Adventures for Fanatics thought they would send these to me, thank you guys, for me to try them out with my family. And now that I have them like in my hand, I am so excited to try this out. So what they do is they put out these passports, which are essentially, this is gonna be the kids version. This is their passport. This is for learning how to say hello in the different countries at Epcot. But if you flip it over, it gives you a spot for the cast members to actually fill out how they say hello in their own individual language. It is super duper cool. So you buy these passports, which are under $5 each. And then you can get a lanyard if you would like to attach it to the passport so you can wear it around your neck. And they have passports for so many different things. I'm gonna show you guys. But in addition to the passports and the lanyards, you can buy these guides. I kind of like the guides the most. These guides are super great. They're everything between informative information to tips and tricks to just silly antics. I love this one. It tells you the interesting facts about the countries, like the most popular sport in Mexico is football. Americans call it soccer. They have this information for all the countries. Then they have little places where you can find hidden Mickeys. That's just this specific book. They have so many books, it's hard to show them all. They have a showcase in snacking, where they kind of talk about the different types of snacks you can get around the World Showcase. And here's the snacking passport right here. They even put on silly names for us per my request. Absolutely love it here. So now my husband does this. He can fill out what snacks he had at each individual country. Absolutely super duper fun. They have a cupcake option where they give you can get the guide and the passport where you fill it out. They have a monorail drink-a-thon where you can drink around the monorail, also including Wilderness Lodge. So you can take the monorail to the Poly, the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian, have your cocktails and your drinks, follow the fun guides, be a little silly, have fun, fill it out when you're done. So much fun. And of course, the reason they created these passports in the first place is, what do many, many, many people like to do at Epcot? Anyone know? Perhaps drink around the World Showcase? That's right. So that's why they created this in the first place. They created a little passport so they could kind of remember what they had and what they drank when they were in Epcot. So this is the one that kind of started it all, was drink around the World Showcase. And you can fill out your different drinks under each country or have the cast members do it for you. And of course they have suggestions and tips and all those little things. And I just find it so fun that they did this. I love the cuteness they put into this. At the very bottom, they'll say, parents are always right. Eat your vegetables, don't run with scissors, be kind to cast members. It's cool to read books. The words thank you, excuse me, and I'm sorry will take you far. Each of them have it. They're kind of written at the bottom. I just love it. I really think they put a lot into it. So I'm gonna, of course, put the link down in the description so you guys can give this a try. I think it's a great way to bring a family or a couple of friends together on your trip. It's a great way to just add a little extra bit of fun. Again, you get the matching lanyard that goes with your passport, get the guide, get it all, and just have a blast while you're at Epcot or any of these other places. Really looking forward to the cupcake one because of course he listed the 2 places I go to at Disney Springs to get my vegan cupcakes. And again, let's say you're vegan or you have food allergies or you don't eat kind of like the normal food. Turn these passports into something that works for you. You know, it's all in a matter of fun. So anyway, thank you Adventures for Fanatics. I cannot wait to try out these awesome passports. But let's continue on what we're going to do for this trip tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna try out Remy's scavenger hunt. So as you guys may have seen my previous videos, we did Spike's pollination. Well, Remy's is virtually the same thing. Here's the Spike. They give you this sort of map that you pay for. It's roughly $8. And then they give you a thing with stickers. You have to go around the World Showcase or Epcot essentially, and you're gonna have to find Remy, who's hidden throughout property, throughout the different areas. You find the associated sticker and you stick it on the map. When you're done, you turn the map into a cast member, show them you completed it, and you get a prize. Right now the prize is anywhere between a bowl, a water bottle, and I think a cup. Anyway, but you get to pick out which prize you want. Again, it's all in good fun. It's good for the whole family. It's good for everyone, and it's $8. I will warn that when I went to go do the Extravaganza, which is roughly the same concept, it was sold out. It was sold out early, like within days. So there is a chance that Remy's will be sold out, in which case we will just go around the World Showcase looking for Remy without completing the map. But for those of you who are looking for that extra bit of fun at Epcot, because I'm constantly hearing how Epcot is boring for kids. Epcot is not fun for kids. It absolutely is if you know what you're doing, if you know where to go. So if you have one of those concerns where you're like, I don't know if this is fun for kids at all, go ahead and get yourself the Hello Passport from Adventures by Fanatics and go ahead and do one of the scavenger hunts that they pretty much always have at Epcot and let your kids have a ball. I'm telling you, they will love it. Next thing on our list, of course, is food and wine. The husband and I can't wait to try food and wine. There's a few items on the vegan plant-based list that I can't wait to try. And of course, the husband, he just wants to eat it all. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned to how much fun we have at Food and Wine. Big thing we really want to do, especially me, I want to film it, is the evening shows, especially the fireworks. So this is going to be the last time we get to see Happily Ever After. Because if you've seen my previous videos, Happily Ever After retires late September. So this is going to be our last time seeing that fireworks show. The same thing with Epcot Forever, because it's making room for the new shows, the 50th anniversary shows. So yeah, Happily Ever After is a show I've seen many, many times. It definitely brings a happy tear to your eye. So yeah, seeing something for the last time, it's gonna be memorable and magical. So I can't wait for that. Also, Festival of the Lion King. So Festival of the Lion King was gone pre-COVID and then it came back. Absolutely love Festival of the Lion King. So I can't wait to see what they did with it and how they changed the show to be safe per COVID. But yeah, having the shows back at Animal Kingdom is huge because it's gonna be hot in August, like so hot. So to have a space where we can kind of sit and chill and have air conditioning, but also entertainment is a huge plus. So one thing the kids really, really wanna do is pool time. So in the summer, when it's so hot, we know we're probably gonna do less in the parks and more in the pool. So they're absolutely looking forward to exploring the Pop Century pool. And of course, Rise of the Resistance is on our list. I mean, when is Rise of the Resistance not on your list? So we're going to Hollywood, I think 2 or 3 times this trip. So we're gonna see how many times we can get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, so I'm gonna see if those tricks work out. Uber excited for that. And of course, Hollywood Studios announced the return of an evening show. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. It's a new projection mapping show over on the Chinese Theater. So we're gonna film that for you guys as well. And of course, because we're staying at Pop Century, it's really only a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Art of Animation. Art of Animation is another value resort. So I'm hoping as long as I don't melt too much, I would like to walk over to Art of Animation and kind of film that for you guys as well. I haven't been at that resort in a long time. It currently has gotten some makeovers, especially the big blue pool, but I wanna go check it out. I wanna go see the gift shop and film the pool and all the cute animated characters that are throughout that property. I wanna check it out for you guys. Dining. So because we're trying to keep this trip on the least expensive side as we possibly can, we didn't book too many meals. We're gonna do a lot of snacking in our room and quick services and whatnot. But we did book 3 meals and we kind of just booked our favorites, to be honest with you. So we're gonna go back to Crystal Palace because we had such an amazing meal there. The kids just love sci-fi, they just do. And milkshakes, I mean, come on, who doesn't want a milkshake at Disney? And then my husband, he just loves Rose and Crown, just loves Rose and Crown. And we all can eat at Rose and Crown and we have a fabulous time. So we're gonna go back to Crystal Palace, Sci-Fi, and Rose and Crown for this trip on tops of lots and lots of quick service. And of course, one of the goals is to see the castle. The castle has been basically finished and completed for the 50th. She has all of her bunting and swirlies and 50 on the clock tower there. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the castle. And the most important goal of this trip is to not melt. To survive, basically. It's hot, guys, it's hot. This is the hottest time of year in Florida, is August. And of course, that's when I booked my trip. I'm trying not to be a complainer because I booked my trip on purpose for these dates. It's something we like to do. We like to have a trip right before school begins. It's kind of like a way to, you know, burst off all that summer energy before we have to buckle down and start school again. But we know it's hot. So as you guys know, we have packed fans and cooling towels. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to sweat and be kind of gross, but also have a blast. It's Disney. We're just excited. And yes, I know with the new mask policy and things are changing, we will be careful. We have always been careful. We were there the second Disney World reopened during COVID, and we're going back again. We will mask, we will sanitize, we will distance as much as we can. And yeah, we just, we're gonna keep to ourselves as much as possible and try to have a fabulous trip. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you kind of consider some of these things for your own trip, especially these new passports. I am uber excited for these, and I think a lot of people who can actually take the time to drink around the world showcase and try all this desserts and the snacks, this is great for you. And what I love about it is you don't have to complete it in one trip. I can keep using these passports trip after trip after trip because, you know, with the heat and children, you can't always have a beverage at every country in one day. It can be very difficult to do that. So if you take it slow and you're kind of smart about it, you can keep using these passports kind of trip after trip, and then they make a great souvenir. So next time you're like, hey, what was that awesome drink we had in Norway? Like, what was that? That was delicious. You can go back, look at your passport and go, hey, it was that drink. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you a little insight of what to expect on the next few videos. And of course, I had to set up a couple of videos that will automatically play while I'm gone enjoying my trip. But of course, as soon as we come back, a bunch of new stuff will be coming through my channel, especially what is going on in Disney right now. Basically, how long are the lines? How long are the waits? Did we feel safe with the Delta variant pretty much exploding and going everywhere? So yeah, stay tuned for those videos. As always, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video, and comment. What are you gonna do on your trip? Do you have a trip coming up? Or what am I doing on my trip that you're like, oh yeah, I gotta add that to my trip's goals? Again, we're gonna be doing lots of stuff. These are like the goals, right? These are the things to like check off that we definitely did. So as always, guys, mahalo for watching. Nina out.
That's good.